You're watching News Tonight. Now, there won't be a hike in fuel prices, at least for now. The empowered group of ministers who met just a short while back, not long ago, have not been able to come to a decision on this issue. The empowered group of ministers said discussions are needed on the issue of fuel pricing. Ministers like Alagiri, it's learned, along with Mamata Banerjee, were opposed to a fuel price hike. How gullible can people get? A 34-year-old school dropout and rice merchant who had been posing as an MBA graduate and jeweler managed to tug at the heartstrings of a host of unmarried women and even got them to loosen their purse strings with sob stories, of course. Salim profiles this Romeo finally in the police net.
Imagine wooing 17 women and getting mini dowry installments in advance. 34-year-old Ravi Chandran, a rice merchant, had been cooking up romantic tales for many young women. The Romeo's attraction, a non-existent MBA degree and an imaginary jewelry business. Perhaps bowled over by what they thought was a prize catch, many of the victims even parted with their ATM cards whenever their Prince Charming said he needed money. But the lover boy's game was up when one of his 17 sweeties smelt a rat and alerted the cops. What followed was a honey trap.
அவன் மோட்டிவ் வந்து பணம்னு தெரிஞ்சு போச்சு. காண்டாக்ட் பண்ணுறது வந்து கல்யாண மாலையில் வச்சுட்டு காண்டாக்ட் பண்ணுறோம். அவன் அட்ரஸ்லாம் ட்ரெஸ் பண்ணுறது எல்லாம் ஃபால்ஸ் அட்ரஸ். அதனால சரி அடுத்த ஸ்டெப் என்ன பண்ணணும் ஐடியா இன்ஸ்பெக்டர்லாம் ஐடியா சொன்னாங்க. அதனால சரி ஏன் சாரும் சொன்னாங்க சரி பேசுமா அப்படின்னா நானும் சரி கால் பண்ணேன். அவனே காண்டாக்ட் பண்ண ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டான்.
The cops have advised prospective brides to be wary of such romantic claims.
We also advise the young girls and ladies that when any such calls come, they should always take with the punch of salt. They should not trust it as it is, because it may be some ploy behind it. So they should always verify before they go further.
As for this con man, he is now left with handcuffs instead of those diamond bracelets that he would have probably promised his victims. With Salim in Chennai, Sanjay Pinto, NDTV Hindu.
Well, more than a honey trap, I guess, was a money trap by the Casanova. Now, a human rights activist group has snubbed the Chennai Corporation's drive to rehabilitate the differently abled. They claim that the beggars are being ill-treated and are forcibly caught and detained. Our reporter Lokpriya gives us the details.
It was just about a month ago that the Chennai Corporation undertook a massive drive to rehabilitate the differently able living on the streets. A human rights activist group has condemned the drive and has come out with these shocking details. The report says that the process of capturing and detaining has been deceitful and inhumane. Random people were picked up to increase the numbers. Doctors from the Institute of Mental Health have admitted that only 20 to 30 people of the 113 caught so far are mentally ill.
We are being critical to the way it has been done, because it is completely non-transparent. Even the government, the media, everybody is giving different numbers of how many people are actually in there. So we want the government to come up with a clean and clear set of plans that this is how they want to rehabilitate the mentally ill.
The activists complain that the corporation does not mention the treatment details being meted out to those who were admitted. They have now put forward their demands to the civic body.
We want immediately a set of a team of doctors from other states should be allowed to visit the mental hospital here and check all these patients and ascertain whether they are actually mentally ill or not. And human rights activists also should be allowed to go and speak to them.
The activists demand more clarity to the corporation's drive and now plan to submit their report to the mayor. In Chennai, Lokpriya for NDTV Hindu.
Well, it was a sea of red on Dalal Street as weak global cues pushed the benchmark indices sharply lower. Shakti Patra gets us more.
Probably it does because we had once again today all the ingredients of an absolute washout in the market. US markets had lost 3 to 4% in trade. Nikkei, the Japanese market, that had lost about 4% in trade. So we had all the ingredients of an absolute washout. But after the initial gap down opening, the markets never lost any ground. But having said that, probably time is running out for bulls because this constant hammering means that unless they find some special way of taking out 51, 5200 on the Nifty, probably it's just a matter of time before the markets break down for good. Now, intraday charts today, we had a low opening, almost 2% off on the Nifty right at the beginning. But after that, absolutely nothing. We were stuck in a 35-40 point band right through the day. And as the chart suggests, after the big gap down opening, markets were pretty much flat for the rest of the day. Nifty still losing about 2% in trade, but holding on to that big psychological 5,000 mark. What went lower? Two main sectors, realty and metals. I mean, these are high beta, and every time the market is under pressure, these lose more than what the market does. So 4% off on the middle pack. Sesa, Goa, Hindalco, Tata Steel losing between 4 to 5% in trade. The same for the realty stocks. Stocks like Indiabulls Real Estate, stocks like HDIL, DLF, they lost anything between 4 to 6% in trade with pretty good volumes. The only pack, there's nothing common between these stocks other than the fact that they're all MNC stocks listed in India, where the promoters hold more than 75%. Now, after the new government regulations, there's a big buzz in the market that instead of divesting more shares, these companies, the promoters of these companies, will probably delist the stocks from Indian stock exchanges, which means that all these stocks gained anything between 7 to 10% in trade on a day where the indices actually lost 2%. Now, we held on to that 5,000 mark on the Nifty. Nothing special over there other than the big psychological impact. But again, this constant hammering, this constant sell-off, the constant bear hammering means that unless bears are threatened, Nifty takes out 51, 5200 in a hurry, probably time is running out for bulls in India.
Well, meet the new crop of Collywood's bad boys. That's coming up after the break.